Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I'm Pradeep of Maths Teacher. So today in this video, we'll solve the coordinate geometry exercise 7.2, the 10th problem. So now the question is, find the area of a rhombus if its vertices are 3, 0, 4, 5, minus 1, 4 and minus 2, minus 1 taken in order. Right, so this is the question. You need to find the area of a rhombus children's, right? And they are in that question they are giving the one hint children's. What is that hint? They have given a formula to find the area of a rhombus. By using this formula only we need to find the area of a rhombus. So area of a rhombus equals half into product of its diagonal. Now how to solve this children's? So before solving this, let me write the now here in the question they are saying you need to find the area of rhombus and the vertices are 3, 0, 4, 5, minus 1, 4 and minus 2, 1 taken in order. Now what is the meaning of taken in order? So taken in order means, so if suppose if you have taken this as A means you need to take the next one as B. So like that you need to take, right? So let me write the vertices of rhombus. I'll call this as A. They have given the vertices of rhombus A, right? So A is how much? 3, 0 and we need to take the next one as B and the B coordinates of 4, 5 and the next one as C. So nothing but minus 1, 4 and this one as D and the coordinates of D are minus 2, minus 1. Clear children? Now here you need to find the area of a rhombus. So this is the formula. Let me write the formula once. So area of a rhombus equals of into product of its diagonal, right? Now let me explain this. So area of a rhombus formula is nothing but half into product of its diagonal. So here I'll write the diagonal. I'll join A to C. So that is a diagonal. And also I'll write the diagonal BD also. Right. So therefore the product of product is nothing but its multiplication, right? So therefore the product of two diagonal half into the product of its two diagonal is nothing but the area of a rhombus. Now what are the diagonals here? So AC and BD are the diagonal. So therefore I can write the area of a rhombus formula is as half into product of its diagonal. So how many diagonals are there? Here you are having a two diagonals. So which are they? AC and BD. So therefore this is the formula. This is the formula to find the area of a rhombus. So half into AC is nothing but the diagonal and BD is also nothing but the diagonal. So the product of a diagonal of its diagonal, half into product of its diagonal is nothing but the area of a rhombus, right? So therefore here if you want to find the area of a rhombus, whatever they have asked in the question, so you need the value of AC and you need the value of BD here. Now in the figure or in the question they have given the vertices, right? The vertices is A of 3, 0, B of 4, 5, C of minus 1, 4 and D of minus 2, minus 1. Now you need here the value of AC, nothing but you need the you need to find the distance between AC first. So because they have given the coordinates A coordinates and C coordinates, and also you need to find the coordinates of BD also. And if you found the distance between AC and BD means then you can apply here and you can find the area of a rhombus. Now how will you find the distance between AC? As usual, you know people that find the distance between AC by using distance formula. Afterwards, find the distance between BD by using distance formula, and whatever answer we got, that you need to apply here, children. Right? So first, we will find the distance between AC by using a distance formula, children. Okay? So the distance formula, I think you know, children. So for first, we will find the distance between AC. So for AC. So let me write the coordinates of AC, right? So A of 3 comma 0 and C of minus 1 comma 4, right? So let me write as usual, this one as the first one as x1 y1, this one as x2 y2. You need the value of AC, right? So find the distance between AC by using a distance formula, right? So now what is the distance formula? So you're able to find the distance between AC, right? So therefore AC is equals to square root of, so what is the formula, distance formula? X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, right? I think you know the values, just apply the values in the formula. So therefore square root of, now what is x2 here? X2 is minus 1 minus x1, x1 is 3 whole square plus y2, y2 is how much? 4 minus y1 is how much? 0 whole square. Now simplify this to get the value of AC, nothing but the distance between AC. So therefore AC is equals to square root of, now here minus into minus is plus, so therefore you need to add. So 1 plus 3 is nothing but 4 and sign of a biggest number. So biggest number is 3, sign is minus. So therefore minus 4 whole square plus, now here 4 minus 0 is nothing but 4. So therefore 4 square. So that's equals to, or this implies square root of, now any minus square will be plus. So therefore 4 square is 16 minus 4 square is 16 plus here also 4 square is 16, right? So this implies, so the value of AC, nothing but the distance between AC is root 16 plus 16 is 32, right? Now this 32 can be written in the form of as we are doing in a distance formula in the first exercise, right? So like that we need to split this. So root 32 can be written in the form of 16 to the, again why I am writing like this, because whenever you are splitting the number out of these two numbers, one number has to carry a square root. So therefore you are having a square root for 16. So what is the square root of 16? So square root of 16 is 4. So you need to take out the square out of these two numbers. So therefore like that you need to split this number. Now so what is the square root of 16? The square root of 16 is nothing but 4. So you can take out the square root of 16. So therefore square root of 16 is 4 and root 2 as usual, the root 2 will be remain same. So therefore this is the distance between AC, 4 into root 2 units. So this is the answer for the distance between AC. Now you need to find the distance between what? BD. So you have found the distance between AC. Now you need to find the distance between BD, right? Now I'll write the coordinates of B and D first. Okay. Now so what are the coordinates of B and D? B of 4 comma 5 and D of minus 2 comma minus 1. Clear, children? Now find the distance between BD. Now first of all write down this one as x1 y1, this one as x2 y2. Clear? Now here as usual BD is equals to square root of, I'll not write the formula, I'll apply the values. Okay, now x2, here x2 is minus 2 minus x1 is 4 whole square plus y2 is how much? Minus 1 minus y1 minus 5 whole square, right? So simplify this. So therefore BD is equals to square root of, right, minus into minus will be plus, So therefore, here you need to add. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Sign of a biggest number is minus 6 square. Clear? And here plus, minus into minus is plus. So here also you need to add. So 1 plus 5 is nothing but 6. Here also, here also, here also sign of a biggest number. Biggest number is 4 and sign is minus. So therefore minus. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So minus 6 whole square. Here minus into minus is plus. So therefore 5 plus 1 is 6. Biggest number is 5. Sign is minus. So therefore minus 6 square. Clear? This implies square root of. Now any minus square will be plus. So therefore it's minus 6 square is plus 36. Again here also minus 6 square is nothing but 36. Right? So this implies the answer is, so BD is equals to root 36 plus 36 is 72 children. Now again here you can split the root 72 as how we have done here, as like that. So root 72 can be written in the form of 36 2s. Again, why I am writing like this? Because if you are splitting this number in two numbers, out of these two numbers, one should carry a square root. Nothing but one number should be a perfect square number, right? Then we can take out the square root of this number, right? So therefore, I am splitting root 72 as root 36 into 2 children, right? Now, so take out the square root of 36. So what is the square root of 36? The square root of 36 is 6. So therefore, root 36 is nothing but 6. The remaining is root 2 units. So this is the distance between BD, right? Now you need to find the area of a rhombus by using the formula half into the product of its diagonal. So which are the diagonals? AC into BD. Now we got the AC value and now we got the BD value. Just apply AC and BD value here and find the area of a rhombus, right? So I'll write once the formula. Area of rhombus equals half into product of its diagonal. Product of its diagonal. Okay, children. Now nothing but it implies half into diagonals. So diagonals means the product is product is nothing but multiplication. So therefore AC into BD. AC and BD are the diagonals. Now you know the values, right? Just simplify. Just apply the values of AC and BD. Okay. Now half into so what is AC value? Here you got the AC value, right? AC is 4 root 2. So therefore AC value is 4 root 2 into. Now what is the value of BD? Nothing but what is the distance between BD? BD is how much? 6 root 2. So therefore 6 root 2. Now simplify this. Now whenever you are simplifying these type numbers, nothing but the irrational numbers, root 2, nothing but it is called as a surds, children, right? So I'll write here. So whenever, so root 2 comma root 3 all are called as the surds. Whenever you are whenever you need to multiple these type numbers, means these numbers are called surds. Whenever you want to multiple the surds, one condition is there, children. So what is that condition? So if you want to multiple this type of numbers, means here the order should be same, then we can multiple the radicands. Now which is order and which is radicand here? So already I have said you people that these numbers are called as the irrational numbers. Also it is called as a surds, right? So therefore in a surds, it's a one topic. It's a very important topic, children, right? So here in the surds, which is order and which is radicand, that first I will say, right? So if suppose if I have taken the example of square root of 2, right? Here whatever comes in this place, I'm just saying saying this number as like square root of 2. So therefore it starts from 2. So therefore whatever it comes in the place of this, it is called as order. It is called as order, and whatever comes here, it is called as radicand, children. Right? So whatever comes here, that is called as order. Whatever comes here, that is called as radicand. I'll show you people I'll show you people by taking another example, children. So therefore if suppose I'll write cube root of 4. Now just observe here, as I said, whatever comes here, that is called as order. Whatever comes here, that is called as radicand. So therefore what is order here? So therefore here this is a order and this is a radicand. Okay, children. So this is the example that I am saying, children. So right. So I'll write the one line here, like this. Okay. So I think you got it, children. Right? So this is a order and this is a radicand. Now I'll not say about the addition and subtraction. If you want to add or subtract this type of numbers, means some another condition is there. Order and radicand should be same, then only we can add the coefficients. That is another condition that we will learn later. Now here, if you want to multiple the surds and nothing but these type of numbers, means the order should be same. If the orders are same, then we can multiple the radicands. Right? Now just check here. So what is the order here? Nothing is there, means it starts from 2, right? Because I'm saying this number has a square root of 2. So therefore the order is 2. Here also the order is 2. So therefore here both the orders are same. If both the orders are same, then we can multiple the radicand. Now what are the radicands here? The radicands are inside the root. So the radicands are 2 and 3. So therefore we can multiple the radicands. Now just say what is the answer for this. So therefore order is 2, order is 2. We can then we can multiple the radicands. Now 2 3 is a 6. So therefore square root of 6 is the answer for this. Like that we need to solve here also. So for this I set all these, right, children? Now coming to the problem, that's equals to half into. Now just check here, children. This is called as order. This is radicand. Here also this is called as order, sorry, and this is radicand. What about this 4 and 6? The 4 and 6 are called as coefficient. Okay, children, again I will say this 4 is called as coefficient, and whatever comes here, that is called as order, and this is called as radicand. Here also this is coefficient, this is order, whatever comes here, that is called as order, and this is radicand. Let me write another example for you people. Let me write this is radicand. Okay, let me write another example. 4th root of 8. Right? Now just observe here. Here 4 is called as the order. 4th root of 8 I'm saying. So therefore 4 is called as order and 8 is called as radicand. If I write 2 here, means, so now 2 is called as coefficient and 4 is called as order and 8 is called as radicand. Now just observe here. So if you want to multiple these type of numbers, means nothing but if you want to multiple the surds, means order should be same. Now just check what is the order. So here 2 is the order. Here also nothing is there, means it starts from 2. So therefore 2 is the order, right? Because it's a square root of 2. Square means it's power 2, right? So therefore it's 2. Okay, the square root of 2, square root of 2. So orders are same. So if the orders are same, means you can multiple the radicands. So inside the root. So therefore multiple the 4 and 6. So 6 4s are 24, and also you need to multiple the the coefficient also, right? So 6 4s are 24. So again I'll say, so orders are same, and I'm multiplying the radicand, and I'm also multiplying the coefficient 4 and 6. So 6 4s are 24, and orders are same, so multiple the radicands. So 2 into 2, 2 2s are 4. So therefore root 2 into root 2 is root 4, right, children? So therefore that's equals to half into, now 24 into, so here you are having a value of root 4, nothing but what is the square root of 4? So square root of 4 is nothing but 2. Root 4 value is 2. So therefore I'm taking out the square root. So square root of 4 is 2. Right? Now just here make a cross multiple. Nothing is there means 1. So therefore 2 get cancelled. Now what is the answer? The remaining is, so I'll write the answer. So therefore area of rhombus equals, area of a rhombus equals how much? 24 square units. Right? This is how we'll solve the problem, children.